Once upon a time, in a quaint little town nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a woman named Sophia. She was known far and wide for her captivating beauty, her mysterious aura, and her deep desire to learn the English language. Sophia resided in a charming cottage at the edge of town, surrounded by a garden bursting with vibrant flowers of every hue. Despite her enchanting appearance, she was a recluse, rarely venturing out except for her evening strolls through the woods. The townsfolk whispered tales of her past, spinning rumors of lost love and hidden secrets. Yet, Sophia paid them no mind, for her heart was set on a singular goal: to master the art of English conversation. Every morning, as the sun painted the sky with hues of gold and pink, Sophia would sit at her wooden desk, poring over textbooks and scribbling notes in her leather-bound journal. She practiced pronunciation with fervor, rolling each syllable on her tongue until it flowed like music. One day, as Sophia roamed the cobblestone streets, a stranger arrived in town. He was tall and distinguished, with eyes that gleamed like polished sapphires. His name was Alexander, a traveler with tales of distant lands and exotic adventures. Alexander was drawn to Sophia's ethereal beauty, but it was her determination to learn English that truly captivated him. He offered to be her tutor, eager to unravel the enigma of this mysterious woman. Thus, their lessons began. Under the shade of ancient oak trees and beside babbling brooks, Sophia and Alexander delved into the intricacies of the English language. They exchanged words like precious gems, weaving them into sentences that danced like butterflies in the breeze. As weeks turned into months, a bond formed between them, one forged not only by shared knowledge but by a deeper understanding of each other's souls. Yet, beneath the surface, shadows lurked, threatening to shatter their newfound happiness. One moonlit night, as they sat by the flickering fire in Sophia's cottage, a knock echoed at the door. Alexander's expression darkened as he rose to answer it, his hand lingering on the hilt of his sword. Standing on the threshold was a figure cloaked in darkness, his features obscured by the veil of night. He bore a message, a warning of impending danger that threatened to engulf them both. Sophia's heart raced as she listened to the messenger's words, her mind swirling with fear and uncertainty. But Alexander remained steadfast, his gaze unwavering as he vowed to protect her at all costs. Together, they embarked on a journey fraught with peril, navigating treacherous paths and braving stormy seas. Along the way, they encountered allies and adversaries alike, each one testing the limits of their courage and resolve. Through it all, Sophia clung to her dream of mastering English, drawing strength from the words she had learned and the love that blossomed between her and Alexander. And in the end, as they stood on the precipice of destiny, she realized that the greatest mystery of all was the power of language to unite hearts and transcend barriers. As dawn broke over the horizon, casting its golden light upon the world, Sophia and Alexander stood together, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For in each other's arms they had found not only solace and sanctuary, but the promise of a future filled with endless possibilities. Welcome to Smart English Stories. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. There once was a boy who grew bored while watching over the village sheep. He wanted to make things more exciting, so he yelled out that he saw a wolf chasing the sheep. All the villagers came running to drive the wolf away. However, they saw no wolf. The boy was amused, but the villagers were not. They told him not to do it again. Shortly after, he repeated this antic. the villagers came running again, only to find that he was lying. Later that day, the boy really sees a wolf sneaking amongst the flock. He jumped up and called out for help. But no one came this time because they thought he was still joking around. At sunset, the villagers looked for the boy. He had not returned with their sheep. They found him crying. He told them that there really was a wolf, and the entire flock was gone. An old man came to comfort him and told him that nobody would believe a liar even when they are being honest. The Greek king Midas did a good deed for a satyr. This prompted Dionysus, the god of wine, to grant him a wish. Midas asked for everything he touched to turn to gold. Dionysus warned him not to do so, but Midas could not be swayed. Midas excitedly started touching everything and turning them into gold. Soon he became hungry. But he couldn't eat anything because even his food turned to gold. His beloved daughter saw him in distress and ran to hug him. However, she too turned to gold. He realized then the golden touch was not a blessing. A hungry fox once looked everywhere for food. He couldn't find anything until he stumbled upon a farmer's wall. He saw big, purple, juicy grapes. He jumped as high as possible to reach the grapes. No matter how many times he tried, he failed. Finally, he gave up and went home, thinking to himself that the grapes must have been sour anyway. In the desert existed a rose and a cactus. The beautiful rose would take every opportunity to insult the cactus. The other plants tried to defend the cactus, but the rose was too obsessed with its own looks. There was no water during a particularly hot summer. The rose started to wither away. But the cactus had become a source of water for sparrows. The rose asked the cactus for water, and the nice cactus readily agreed. Molly, the milkmaid's job was to milk the cows and sell the milk at the market. She started thinking about the things she would spend her money on. While walking to the market, she spotted a chicken and thought that she could earn more money by buying a chicken and selling its eggs. She started to think how jealous she could make the other milkmaid with all the things she could buy from the milk and egg money. She started to skip in excitement, and soon the milk spilled over. She went home with empty pails and no money. Her mother then reminds her that she shouldn't count her chicken until they hatch. An old owl would observe incidents happening around his oak tree every day. The more things he saw, the less he would speak. He heard people talking and sharing stories as well. The old owl had seen so much and heard all kinds of stories. All of these experiences helped the owl to become wiser day by day. A farmer had a goose that laid one golden egg a day. He would sell the golden eggs, and they enjoyed a comfortable life. However, the farmer became greedy and wanted more than one egg a day. His wife foolishly agreed to his idea. The next day, the farmer cut open the goose after it laid the golden egg. He could only find blood and guts. He realized his mistake. He now had no source of income, and the couple became poorer every day. A farmer bought a well from his neighbor to water his farm. The neighbor sold him the well but did not allow him to draw water from it. The farmer went to the emperor for justice. His courtier questioned the neighbor, who said that he had sold the well but not the water within it. The neighbor was told to either pay rent for the water to remove it all immediately. Realizing that his trick didn't work, He apologized and went home. Welcome to Smart English Stories. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more English stories. Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Willow Creek, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily was known for her curiosity and her love for mysteries. She had a beautiful mind that could solve puzzles and riddles faster than anyone else in town. One sunny morning, as Lily was walking through the town square, she noticed a commotion outside the art gallery. Curious as always, she went closer to see what was happening. A crowd had gathered around the gallery owner, Mr. Thompson, who was looking very worried. "What's wrong, Mr. Thompson?" Lily asked, her eyes wide with concern. "Oh, Lily, it's terrible, Mr. Thompson exclaimed. "Last night, someone broke into the gallery and stole our most prized possession, the famous painting, The Enchanted Forest." Lily gasped. "That's awful. But don't worry, Mr. Thompson. I'll help you find the painting." With determination in her heart, Lily set out to solve the mystery of the missing painting. She began by examining the scene of the crime. She noticed a broken window and some muddy footprints leading away from the gallery. Lily followed the footprints, careful not to lose track of them. The footprints led her to the edge of the town, where they suddenly disappeared. "Ancient, this is strange," Lily muttered to herself. But she didn't give up. She decided to ask around town if anyone had seen anything suspicious. As she questioned the townsfolk, Lily heard rumors of a mysterious figure lurking in the woods outside of town. Some said it was a ghost, while others believed it was a thief. Lily knew she had to investigate further. That night, armed with a flashlight and her wits, Lily ventured into the dark woods. The trees seemed to whisper secrets as she walked deeper into the forest. Suddenly, she heard a rustling noise behind her. She turned around but saw nothing. Determined not to be scared, Lily continued on her journey. Eventually, she stumbled upon a hidden cave tucked away among the trees. With a mixture of excitement and nervousness, she entered the cave. Inside, she found the missing painting hanging on the wall, surrounded by candles and mysterious symbols drawn on the ground. And there, standing in front of the painting, was the culprit, a masked figure with a mischievous grin. "Stop right there," Lily shouted, her heart pounding with adrenaline. The figure turned to face her, surprised. "Who are you?" they demanded. "I'm Lily, and I'm here to solve the mystery of the missing painting," she declared boldly. The figure hesitated for a moment before removing their mask, revealing themselves to be none other than Mr. Thompson's assistant, Jacob. "I'm sorry," Lily Jacob confessed. "I was jealous of Mr. Thompson's success, so I stole the painting to prove that I could be just as talented." Lily felt a pang of sympathy for Jacob but knew she couldn't let him get away with his crime. She called the police, and soon Jacob was taken into custody. The next day, Lily returned the painting to Mr. Thompson, who was overjoyed to have it back. The townsfolk hailed Lily as a hero, and she felt proud knowing that her beautiful mind had helped solve the mystery. From that day on, Lily continued to solve mysteries big and small, using her intelligence and bravery to make her town a safer place. And though the adventure of the missing painting was over, she knew that there would always be more mysteries waiting to be solved. And so, with a twinkle in her eye and a smile on her face, Lily embarked on her next great adventure, ready to uncover the secrets that lay hidden in the world around her.